Alright guys, what is going on? We're back with some more Cleveland Indians franchise, and we're leading the Houston series 3-1, just one game away, if we can beat the Astros, to the World Series to face the dominant team from the National League side. Even though we've already won more games than them. I mean, they've lost more games than us, is what I was trying to say there. But this is Game 5, Houston Astros, Cleveland Indians. And you know, guys, if you were around for last season, we got shipped out of the playoffs in the wild card game against the Boston Red Sox. Now, to come this far to Game 5 of the ALCS to try to go to the World Series is big for the Cleveland Indians franchise. We made some additions in the offseason, and they have helped us out so much. The likes of Jose Bautista, Trevor Plouffe, Colby Rasmus. It's been insane, and it's about time that we clinch this thing. So here comes Carlos Gomez up with Corey Kluber pitching today, and let's see if he can get a bit of redemption. Last game he pitched, he gave up a couple runs, almost lost the game for us, so we got to come in here and do a little bit better this time. And there's a foul ball from Gomez. And here we go. Here's the next pitch, trying to get him to chase something out of the zone to get the strikeout. And he's going to hit that one right past the extended arm of Trevor Plouffe. And he's going to make it to first with 99 speed. So he's going to be a little bit of a no-win on the bases for us. This is going to be tough, but hopefully we can get him out. Basically just retire the side. But now here comes Preston Tucker with one out. And let's see if we can get him out of here. Oh crap, Carlos Gomez is gone. No way we get the throw off. And he's going to get in there safe with a stolen base. And he's already stolen a couple bases on us. Young Gomez has not been able to get him out all series. Oh, we strike out Preston Tucker looking. Sit down, sir. Now here comes Chris Carter. Hopefully we're going to be able to strike him out too. That would be nice. As he looks at that fastball, let's see if we can get a cutter up in the zone with something he can swing at. And there we go. Strike out number 3 already in this game. And Corey Kluber gets out of the side with the threat not coming home. Now here comes Young Gomez in the bottom of the first with 1 out, 1-1 count. And here's the pitch, and there's a foul ball, which was a slider inside. Normally, I do swing at those, and normally I get struck out on those pitches, so I'm glad that it wasn't with two strikes. And there we go. We get a hit past the diving Chris Carter at first base. So that is our first hit of the ball game. But let's see if we can get the momentum first and get a run with Crush Davis coming up. He has not been good in the playoffs, but he can hit home runs. He's hitting home runs. That's all he hits he really got. So let's see if we can do something. Oh God, that's deep. That's out of here. Stay fair. Home run number 4 for Chris Davis, and it gets us the lead 2-0 already. This is insane. Crush Davis. The only hits he has, I think, have been actually home runs. I guess that's great for us, but his batting average is taking a big hit so far, which I don't think he cares. I think he just wants that World Series ring, and I'm pretty sure the whole team does. So we're up 2-0 as that was crushed. Now you look at the standings again, or the playoff brackets, and of course we got to beat this game to face the Dodgers with George Springer up now with 2 outs. Let's see if we can get Springer to strike out, as that is a cutter up in the zone. He does not take the bait, and it's a 2-2 count. Now we're going to try another cutter up in the zone. We got Chris Davis to strike out on it. Let's see if we can get George Springer to strike out on it, and we do, to retire the side. George Springer's a little bit pissed off at himself for that one, but it goes for us. Now here we go to the bottom of the second inning with the hit leader. He led the league in batting average, but it's not done nothing in the playoffs. But that is going to be a double into the gap for Jason Kipnis. So I think that's only his second hit of the whole series, and I'm pretty sure that's going to make him a bit happy. But he's got to do better if we make it to the World Series, because we got to face Clayton Kershaw, and we're going to need everybody we can to get hits. That's the only pitcher I'm worried about. It's Clayton Kershaw. That's about the only one. Now, this is carrying over from 15, so I don't know if Greinke got re-signed by them or not in the games. I hope not. That would be terrible. But there's a pitch from Young Gomez. He's just going to pop it up to retire the side. So Jason Kipnis does not come around to score, and it's still 2-0 going into the third inning. And here we go with Jose Altuve, who's had a pretty good series. He's got a couple hits, nothing too serious, but here's the pitch to the little guy, and he's going to foul that one off with a cutter. And the next pitch, as we've thrown a lot of cutters already, and here it is to Jose Altuve, and oh, he absolutely crushed that one. And that is going to be a home run for Mr. Jose Altuve to cut that lead by 1, and it's 2-1 now. Dang. We left that one hanging. And of course, that's going to be a home run every time, no matter who he's pitching to. Now here we go with Jose Bautista. Obviously, if you watched baseball yesterday, you know what happened to this guy. He got punched in the face. But it's alright, because, yeah. But he's going to get out there, so to retire the side. And we're going to go to the top of the 4th with Chris Carter up. Hopefully we can get him out. He's got a home run already in the series. Nothing much after that. And okay, he heard me say that, I guess. And he gets a single. So 1 out with a man on first after Chris Carter singles into left field. Now here we go with Castro up. And he's going to hit down right, back up the middle, hits off the second base tag. And it's Chris Carter's not going to advance. He's not the fast person in the team. And here we go with George Springer up. This might be a little bit of trouble. Hopefully we can get him out with 2 outs to go. And he's going to hit down right back up the middle. Chris Davis is going to round third. He's going to make it into home to make the tie ball game. And yeah, not so great so far. Now here we go to the top of the 5th. With Corey Kluber having an okay game as he strikes Correa out there. He's got a lot of strikeouts, but he's given up 2 runs. He's had an okay game, I would say. Now here we go with Chris Davis up. After his home run in the first inning with a runner on first base. And now here's the pitch. And he's going to hit that one over the first baseman's head. And he actually gets a hit besides the home run. And Yan Gomes is going to round second and go into third. It seems like Yan Gomes has been on base at every point of this ball game. And I think that's every ball game Yan Gomes has been on base. It's just been insanely good for us. Now here comes Michael Brantley. Almost got the MVP this season, but he didn't. And he's going to get that one into the gap, and that's going to get a double. Chris Davis going to try to round and go home. No, he's not. He was smart and stayed at third. It looked like he was going to round and go home. That's what I would have done, but, you know. Now here comes Jose Bautista, really needing this hit from the guy. And they're going to be scared and walking. And that's going to load the bases for Colby Rasmus. Now you get Jose Bautista and you walk him. Now Colby Rasmus can hit. So either way, they were going to walk somebody. Now here comes Colby Rasmus with 1 out. Let's see if we can get a double or a single and not ground out to the double play that they've wanted after walking Jose Bautista. And that's going to be hit into the gap. We're going to have 1 around home to score. We're going to have another go to home to score. And Jose Bautista is going to try to round third. Looks like he's going to be tagged out. So it's going to be 5-2 after a big clutch hit from Colby Rasmus. Now here we go. Corey Kluber with a meeting from the coach. It looks like it's going to be the last time we see Corey Kluber in this game. We're going to have to save him, get him ready for the postseason. The World Series, because Dodgers are tough. We've actually lost to them. If you can go back and look at the playlist, we did lose to them. I don't know if it was this season or last season, but they've gave us trouble in the past. Now here we go with Zach Davies. We have not used him that much. After those runs we just scored, we're gonna bring in some of the relief pitchers that we have not used that much. Give them a chance before we go into the World Series and not use them. That's for sure. We're not gonna use them at all, but we're gonna give them a chance here. He's gotten into a really big battle with George Springer, and that's going to be a foul ball. So George Springer making the relief pitcher Zach Davies work, and that is going to be a strikeout with a big curveball. Now here comes Mike Brantley in the bottom of the 7th inning. Let's see what he can do. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be crushed into left field for a single as he's got on base about as much as Young Gomez has this series, and I would say the whole playoffs. Dude, those two guys have been insanely good for us. I think the wild card game, Mike Brantley was the one that won it for us this year. He had 2 home runs, and he was clutch in that ball game for sure. Now here comes Jose Bautista, 0 for 2 with a walk in the 5th. He's looking to crush one, and I don't blame him. He is being silent in this series so far. Really not doing much. Last series we had against White Sox, that series belonged to Jose Bautista. This one, not so much, but let's see if he can turn it around and crush one. Alright, here's the pitch. And, oh gosh, that's a home run. Into left field, way out of left field. And it's going to make it 7-2. So I'm pretty sure we got this one in the bag. But I'm not going to be like that guy, because, you know, we're bringing in the relief pitchers that don't get any work in the postseason, and they might give up a hit or two, especially against these Astros, who have put up a really big fight this series, but we've been able to come up with the clutch hits to take the games from them. I think he left that one right over the base. That was a terrible pitch. Now here comes Joe Thatcher. We have not used him at all in this series. I don't want the playoffs, to be honest. And here's the pitch to Carlos Gomez, and we're going to need him to get out here. He's already been the biggest threat to this Indians team this series, and we're looking to get him out for once. And that's looks like that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get to first base to get the first out of the inning for Joe Thatcher. Now here comes Carlos Correa, 0 for 3, who has done absolutely nothing. And he makes his pay. That's gonna be crushed deep to right field, and that's gonna be out of here. He's still losing. It's 7-3 now, but I guess you can say they're trying to come back. But they still got, I think, 4 runs to try to get back in the 9th inning. So I don't know how that's going to turn out for those guys, but you never know. Now here comes Rajai Davis, and I feel sorry for the guy. We've made him bunt to get on base the whole series. It's not been, I mean, except for the first game where he hit a surprise home run, but we're going to let him hit here for once, just to try to throw the Astros off. And he does. He gets a hit, and that's going to be out. So now here we go to the top of the 9th, ready to clinch the World Series spot with our worst relief pitcher. He's a 54 overall, and we're going to give him the chance to try to do something here in the playoffs, because he's not going to get any more chances. I can tell you that much. But here's Evan Gattis with a 2-1 count, and he's going to foul that changeup off, as we're going to need him to come through here and get these outs, because, you know, he's a 54 overall, but you got somebody else warming up if he cannot handle it. And that's going to be hit to the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Throws the first for out number 1 in the top of the 9th, and then we got 2 outs before we clinch the World Series. Now here comes Jason Castro, and that's going to be popped up. Third baseman Trevor Plouffe's going to come over and get that one for the 2nd out. Oh, we almost dropped it. Wow, come on now. Now here comes George Springer, and he's going to be struck out. We've done it. We've made it to the World Series. Look at the catcher run up and jump. Squash. Get it there. That was insane. There they are, mobbing everybody at the pitcher's mound. What a great performance from these Cleveland Indians all season. And it's going to be fun to see what we do in the World Series. I cannot wait. That's going to be fun. I'm pretty sure the first World Series game should come out next Monday. We're going to do these every Monday, and you're going to see every game of the World Series. We're doing every game. We did do every game of the playoffs, of all the other games of the playoffs. We've done it like every other game, and the games where we're going to the next round. So with the World Series, we're going to do every game. Hopefully we don't go to 7 games, because that's going to be tough on our bullpen and tough on our whole team. But look at them. They're going crazy, and they deserve to. But that's going to do it here for us. Like, subscribe, and comment. Tell me what you think of us going to the World Series. And I'm out. Thanks for watching.
For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the AL Championship Series on MLB The Show.